Hey guys, it's a Tin Man here. I thought I would do a bit of a facts video because I realize that my facts are very spread out on a lot of videos. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to breeze through things so I'm not so... Here we go. 5 months ago, walked into a forest with Sasquatch in my mind. At that point there, I now realize I didn't know I was cataloging information in my mind by just watching Bigfoot. Never really crossed my mind or anything. So I just walked into the forest. The one tip that I was taking was, I'm not going to walk on my trail. I'm going to walk into the forest and see if I can find a trail. So I went into the forest. Like I said, 5 months ago. Pretty quick, I picked up on a few tree signs that I could recognize that I understood from YouTube. I started to look a little bit deeper, and then pretty quick, I started to actually notice pattern of bipedal walking. I started to notice there was good distance in between some of them. Large feet. Actually, 5-toed looking footprints. Many of them were. The only speculation I ever said was maybe it has 6 toes that I'm just not picking up on a 6th or more. But I'm pretty sure just 5. And is where the number would stop. Well, finding this location turns into a 3-week story that has very much changed my life to where I am sitting right here. I'm not going to worry about necessarily looking at the camera too much here, people. So what I'm going to say then is at that point there, I decided that the area that I was first in ended up working out to being approximately a 5-acre parcel. Then I have another 5-acre parcel that's it's basically approximately 15 acres of land with 3 parcels of 5. Is how I more or less divided it up. So down on this first section here, I got the area that I named it a motel with a jungle gym. And the reason is because there's a lot of tree lineage and a lot of tippings and all these different things. And you can tell they are actually played on by bipedal. That was one of the first things that I noticed about those, was you could see where there's bipedal takeoffs from foot rubs and then the hand grabs and stuff. And you could bring into conclusion a wider swinging on the wood and stuff. Like there's lots, I'm able to bring my mind into a lot of understandings of what movements go through. Material movements, I would say. Material things. So here we go. So we, lots of things started adding up in that area. A number of things. And then I went to the next section, which I ended up naming the Valley of the Sasquatch. And it is also where I had my first face-to-face. Video is up, my first face-to-face there. And that is the very first day I ever knew I was meeting with them. And that was that I believe was somewhere around day 6, I believe, of investigating on the property there. And then at approximately day 8, I believe, I had another sit-in where I was hanging out with them. This one here, the visibility wasn't near as good as the first one, but I knew they were amongst there in the area, and they also do come up on video there. That one there, I recall being quite in a nervous state there too, so for myself. So then the next one, if I recall correctly, probably happened on day 13, somewhere right around there. And then that is where I'm sitting with and videotaping the big male, which I called the big male. And I knew myself that I was in proximity of him and such. And, you know, I did it for over 20 minutes, so there's a few times where I'm, you know, really working on trying to figure out, well, you know, what's going on there and so on and so forth. But that's up to that point there. And then in my third week there, I have a video even up where I look out to the back of the forest there, and I go, you guys see that? I'm going to have to figure out how to track them out into that area there. The next day or 2 days later, when I decided to come back, this is like day 15 probably, I come back, or no, this was right around this was right close to the end of the 3 weeks, I should say, so day 20 or 21 or something like that. So that's what I had said. I thought, you know, I gotta dig deeper now. It's time to go deeper. I've seen what I can see here, which I've documented it all, and you can see sleeping environment. You see all the EEC. There's a kitchen there. There's above the Sasquatch Valley of the Sasquatch. Above that is, I don't remember what I nicknamed it, but it's like the nesting station. It's where they sleep at night, probably all the time, and you can see great stuff where you think a mother would be sleeping, and you get to see stuff where you figure, you know, you go sleep with your buddies, you know, different environments like that there for sleeping, the nightlife or something, or the